lot of living, there's more to come. Ain't gonna sit around, turn into a bomb. 'Cause age is just a number, ain't gonna let it slow me down. I'll go outside and walk in the park. If the weather ain't bad, I'll stay out till dark. 'Cause age is just a number, ain't gonna let it slow me down. I've done so much, but I ain't done yet. I do it all, so I have no regrets. There's so much that I wanna see. I'll keep going till 103. Go out for a meal, meet up with the guys. I'm gonna get out there and socialize. 'Cause age is just a number, ain't gonna let it slow me down. I play piano and banjo too. Show those youngins a thing or two. 'Cause age is just a number, ain't gonna let it slow me down. Age is just a number, ain't gonna let it slow me down.
Spring and I don't need a thing, just the green of the trees everywhere. It's finally spring and I don't need a thing but the scent of the flowers in your hair. When I look in your deep blue eyes, I see everything we can be. I can hardly keep my feet on the ground when I think of you smiling at me. It's finally spring. It's finally spring. It's finally spring. It's finally spring. Spring and I don't need a thing, not a cloud in the heavens so blue. It's finally spring and I don't need a thing but to spend every minute with you. When I look in your deep blue eyes, I see everything we can be. I can hardly keep my feet on the ground when I think of you smiling at me. It's finally spring. finally spring. It's finally spring. It's finally spring.
Everyone knows you've been fooling around. The word is out, it's all over town. You've been out carousing till like 2:45. You're a two-timing woman and you're dead to me. I tried to reach you late last night. Went by your house, no car inside. You think I'm blind, but I can see you're a two-timing woman and you're dead to me. I've had my doubts about you, but now I know for certain you see in other guys. So I've gotta stop the hurting. You've been lying and cheating and being untrue. So don't come back, I'm done with you. I tell you now how it's gonna be. It's over now and you're dead to me.
But you won't even listen. It's none of your damn business who I'm hugging and I'm kissing.
You've been lying and cheating and being untrue. So don't come back, I'm done with you. I tell you now how it's gonna be. It's over now and you're dead to me.
Lately I've been thinking about the passage of time and all the people that I ever knew. Must have been 1,000 from it working at school, but they've all gone away but a few. Lately I'm forgetting who I want to remember and remembering who I'd rather forget. I'd like to pick the phone up and see how they're doing, but I haven't got around to it yet. 60's fine and 60 stinks. It goes more quickly than you think. Seems no sooner than you blink. Another year's gone by. 60's great and 60's rough. It's time to get up off our duffs. Here's hoping there's still time enough to make our dreams come true. Lately I've been thinking about the things that I've done and all the things that I still want to do. Gonna write them down, and each year that goes by I'll try to accomplish a few. Lately I've been thinking that the time that remains is much shorter than the time that's gone by. I'd like to plan it out, make the most of each day, but I tend to make it up on the fly. 60's fine and 60 stinks. It goes more quickly than you think. Seems no sooner than you blink. Another year's gone by. 60's great and 60's rough. It's It's time to get up off our duffs. Here's hoping we've got time enough to make our dreams come true.
Once heard a lady while walking in Philly was telling her friend how it's just not the same. The crime's getting bad and the streets are so dirty. He used to be great here, it's really a shame. Everything's changing, everything's changing. At night I'm afraid to answer the door. Everything's changing, everything's changing. I don't wanna live around here anymore. Back in the day, all our friends were like family. We all stuck together through thick and through thin. Now there's drugs in the street. When it's dark, I hear gunfire. Friends all moved out and the losers moved in. Everything's changing, everything's changing. At night I'm afraid to answer the door. Everything's changing, everything's changing. I don't wanna live around here anymore. She asked me to move there. She's got a spare bedroom, she wants me to stay. Lived here all my life and I don't wanna go, but I haven't felt safe since Alphonse passed away. Everything's changing, everything's changing. At night I'm afraid to answer the door. Everything's changing, everything's changing. I don't wanna live around here anymore.
When you look into the future, tell me whatever you see. Have you found the one you're seeking? Someone who makes you complete? Have you found someone simpatico? Someone who shares all your dreams? Someone you want to spend all of your days with? Someone who makes you complete? Have you found someone who loves you? Someone who's good through and through? Someone you can rely on? Maybe that someone's for you. Have you found someone who shares your values? Someone with similar views? If you have meaningful conversations, maybe that someone's for you. found the one you're seeking? Someone who makes you complete? Have you found someone simpatico? Someone who shares all your dreams? Someone you want to spend all of your days with? Someone who makes you complete?
Ever think about a problem as you lie awake at night? In the dark your troubles haunt you till the pale morning light. You try to sleep, your thoughts are racing, solutions slipping out of sight. Many sleepless hours await you till the pale morning light. In the darkness the meaning's concealed, like fleeting shadows taking flight. When you sleep, the secret's revealed in the pale morning light. As you rise, you're tired but hopeful that everything will be alright. 'Cause when you wake, you have the answers in the pale morning light. In the pale morning light.
Ever had a one-way friend? It's always you who contacts them. You wanna call and say hello, relive the good times from long ago. Talk about those familiar faces, happy times in your favorite places, summer days in times long past. The details fade, but the feelings last. But what you once had in common is no longer true.
If they've moved on, maybe so should you. Think you're being too hard, you should cut them some slack. So you reach out, but you don't hear back.
Ever have a one-way friend? Mean more to you than you to them. How it hurts when you let them go. It's a shame they don't even know. Don't want no, don't need no, don't want no one-way friends. Don't want no, don't need no, don't want no one-way friends. Don't want no, don't need no, don't want no one-way friends. Had a garden apartment back in the 80s, then got a new job and a new MBA. Got the train at Metuchen, then the path to the city. Crossed lower Manhattan to my building each day. At a bank along Water Street next to the seaport, I looked out my window to an East River view. I was just getting by, wasn't getting ahead, so I never developed much fondness for you. So goodbye New York, it's been nice to know ya. You're way too expensive for what I get paid. So keep your tall buildings and bitter cold winters, and it's just such a pain to commute every day. Budgets and spreadsheets and income projections, worked like a dog to get everything done. Stressed about work and my annual bonus, so working on Wall Street wasn't much fun. So goodbye New York, it's been nice to know ya. You're way too expensive for what I get paid. So keep your tall buildings and bitter cold winters, and it's just such a pain to commute every day. Was 30 and single and working long hours. Was starting to think life was passing me by. I had to do something to make my life better. I had to do something to help make it right. So I banked my last bonus, quit my job in the city, bought a house in South Jersey, and then met my wife. Got a job at a bank in Old City, Philly. Then things turned around and I lived my best life. So goodbye New York, it's been nice to know ya. You're way too expensive for what I get paid. So keep your tall buildings and bitter cold winters. Move back to South Jersey and I'm going to stay. Bags, 'cause you couldn't stand the fighting. You had enough of the tension and the strain. You lost your temper, swore you're never coming back. Now you're missing missing the ones you left behind. The kids have gotten older in the 10 years you've been gone. The toddlers that you left just turned 13. Are they young or old when you see them in your mind? When you dream of the ones you left behind? Do you ever wonder if they think of you? Ever wish you stayed so you could see it through? You wonder how they're doing in their studies and their games. You search the hometown paper for their names. Look in your closet, filled with presents that were never sent. Never sent to the ones you left behind. You pick the phone up on their birthdays and holidays, and yet you never dial through. When will you realize there's very little time to get to know the ones you left behind? When will you realize there's very little time to get to know the ones you left behind? To get to know the ones you left behind.
Last time that I saw you, didn't know that we were through. Now I question everything I thought I knew. And now that all I'm left with is an emptiness inside, was such a fool to keep on loving you. First time that I saw you, couldn't get you off my mind. Didn't know you had a different view. I couldn't help believing that we'd go our separate ways, but I didn't think I'd keep on loving you. I found that you were gone. I guess I really didn't have a clue. Now all I have are memories and the notes you left behind. Was such a fool to keep on loving you. First time that I saw you, couldn't get you off my mind. And didn't know you had a different view. I couldn't help believing that we'd go our separate ways, but I didn't think I'd keep on loving you.
Since you went away on a gray autumn day, all of my days are aimless, lost like a child, adrift on a wild, empty sea. Ever since you've gone, just going through the motions, even without knowing how I can. Since you went away on a gray autumn day, all of my days are aimless, lost like a child, adrift on a wild, empty sea. I lie awake at night and hear your voice so clearly, and dream that you're still with me as before. Since you went away on a gray autumn day, all of my days are aimless, lost like a child, adrift on a wild, empty sea. And when my time is done, I hope that you'll be waiting, so we can be together once again.
Eres perfecta y bella, oh Dana, oh Dana. Tu amor vale más que la estrella. You swept me away on a Spanish holiday, on the plains of Andalusia. I held you in my arms and gave you into your charms, on the plains of Andalusia. Oh Dana, oh Dana, te amo con toda mi alma. Oh Dana, oh Dana, eres mi media naranja. You sent me away on a Spanish holiday, on the plains of Andalusia. I held you in my arms and gave you into your charms, on the plains of Andalusia.
Ever since you first caught my eye, I couldn't sleep, but I didn't know why. You got me thinking, you got me thinking of you. You got me thinking, you make me complete. When we're together, my heart skips a beat. You got me thinking, you got me thinking of you. My one and only, you won't be lonely with me. We'll be together until forever, you'll see. You always laugh at the things that I say. I gotta see you every day. You got me thinking, you got me thinking of you. My one and only, you won't be lonely with me. We'll be together until forever, you'll see. I'll gather up some wildflowers and then I'll count the hours till I see you again. You got me thinking, you got me thinking of you. You got me thinking, you might be the one. You got me thinking, we've only begun. You got me thinking, you got me thinking of you.
Been so long since I last saw you. You looked down to read my name, but it's very nice to see you just the same. We were sophomore sweethearts, but it was just a fling. Often passions don't amount to anything. I was gonna go to college, you were on a different track, so I'm not surprised we parted looking back. I get up, I get down, but my feet are planted firmly on the ground. You got yours, I got mine. I'm glad we're still alive and doing fine. see you. Maybe we can still be friends, 'cause we both got what we wanted in the end. And we both got who we wanted in the end. I get up, I get down, but my feet are planted firmly on the ground. You got yours, I got mine. So glad we're still alive and doing fine. So glad we're both alive and doing